SCP-1260 HMS Tiresias. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Due to the nature of SCP-1260, full containment is impossible. At no point is exploration or testing permitted aboard SCP-1260. The waters around the vessel are to be under constant satellite surveillance. Any vessel attempting to navigate the waters within a 20-kilometer radius of SCP-1260 is to be diverted by Foundation personnel aboard the SCPS Cassandra. Should SCP-2467 come within 50 kilometers of SCP-1260, containment staff are to immediately begin emergency relocation procedures to prevent SCP-1260's assimilation. In the event that contact with SCP-1260 is lost due to containment breach or emergency relocation, the next ocean in SCP-1260's location cycle is to be monitored until SCP-1260's GPS beacon reappears. At this time, the Foundation vessel assigned to SCP-1260 in that ocean will immediately be redeployed to allow continued containment. These vessels are the SCPS Cassandra, SCPS Melampus, and the SCPS Polyados for the Pacific, Indian, and Atlantic Oceans respectively. Description: SCPS-1260 is an 18th century 42-gun Royal Navy 5th-rate frigate named the HMS Tiresias, currently adrift in the southern Pacific Ocean. Despite the ship's age, the vessel appears to be in perfect sailing condition. Aboard SCP-1260 resides the skeletal remains of the ship's original 224 crewmen, in addition to a total of 64 other individuals. A majority of these remains lie fully intact upon the ship's gun decks or within SCP-1260's hold. All clothing and equipment recovered from SCP-1260 continue to function as normal despite age and environmental exposure. 20 minutes following any boarding of SCP-1260, a large bank of fog will begin to gather around the ship with a radius of 1 kilometer. This fog fully encloses the ship an additional 15 minutes later, at which point all electronic devices aboard issuing a transmission will cease to function. The fog will dissipate 10 minutes after SCP-1260 is fully enveloped. At this point, the subject will have vanished along with anything aboard the ship at the time of encasement. SCP-1260 will reappear in a random site in the next major ocean 2 to 12 weeks later, moving from east to west as it circles the globe. At this time, all human life aboard the ship at the time of its disappearance will be among the skeletal remains. To date, there has been no instance of SCP-1260 appearing in the Arctic or Southern Oceans. Exploration attempts have shown that the ship's cargo hold has been completely emptied of food, and that messages have been carved into a large percentage of the ship's interior surface area. The captain's log has been recovered, though no abnormalities were reported in any of the entries. No evidence exists to suggest pages were removed from the log prior to discovery. Addendum 1260-1 Exploration Logs. Exploration 1. SCP-1260 is adrift in the South Indian Ocean. Exploration Team 1 consists of 9 Foundation agents. Each is equipped with a headset, providing an audio feed to control aboard the SCPS Melampus. A video feed from aboard the Melampus captures the exploration in progress. The exploration team approaches SCP-1260 in a raft. Team Leader: Attention Melampus, we just made contact with the Tiresias, preparing to board now. Exploration team boards SCP-1260 from the starboard side. Alright Melampus, we are now aboard the vessel. We have visual on several sets of human remains, all skeletal. SCPS Melampus: Do we have a count on how many bodies? From an estimate, I'd say over 20 on this deck alone. You will need more time to provide a more accurate count. Roger that. Please continue to search the ship. Report any anomalous findings. Exploration team begins to search SCP-1260, venturing into the vessel's interior. 15 minutes pass since boarding. Alright Melampus, we have a count. There appears to be 288 total bodies scattered throughout the ship. 224 appear to be a mixture of period sailors and Royal Marines. We also count 64 other individuals from a variety of eras. At least 8 of these guys are French Marines from the same period. We also have a variety of fishermen. Very good. Have you searched the cargo hold yet? We have. It is completely empty to food, though all of the supplies are untouched. Nothing appears to have aged a day. I wouldn't be surprised if you could still light the gunpowder. Strange. Is this effect only concentrated on the cargo hold? Negative, it's the whole ship. The entire vessel appears to have taken no damage despite how long it's been at sea. It's in perfect sailing condition. Even the clothing and weapons we found on the bodies haven't decayed. Roger. Have any other anomalies been spotted? None yet, but the entire interior of this place is covered in carved messages. Noted. Please make sure to document those messages you deem important. Have you located the captain's log yet? Negative. We're combing the ship for it now. We'll let you know when we find it. Exploration team continues to search SCP-1260. 30 minutes pass since boarding. Fog has begun to gather around SCP-1260 for the past 15 minutes. Hey, Melampus, do you know anything about this fog? We are beginning to lose visual on you. Affirmative. Our equipment detects that it has so far gathered only around the ship. Return to the Melampus when the captain's log has been found. Fog continues to gather around SCP-1260 until it is fully encased. At this time, all of the exploration team transmitting devices go dead. Attempts to regain contact fail. 10 minutes later, the fog dissipates. SCP-1260 has vanished. Exploration 2. SCP-1260 is adrift in the North Atlantic. Exploration Team 2 consists of 6 Foundation agents. Each is equipped with a headset providing an audio feed to control aboard the SCPS Polyedos. A video feed from aboard the SCP Polyedos captures the exploration in progress. The exploration team approaches SCP-1260 in a raft. A GPS tracker has been provided for attachment to SCP-1260's hold. Team Leader. Attention Polyedos, we have just made contact with the SCP-1260. No sign of Team 1 are available. Preparing to board now. SCPS Polyedos. Roger, Team 2. Team 1's tracker is still active according to our equipment. Please board the ship and locate any remains of Team 1. We will have you abandon ship in the event that the fog appears. Exploration Team boards SCP-1260 from the port side. Alright, Polyedos, we are now aboard the vessel. The message, "Beware the fog," has been carved across the majority of the deck. This was not reported by Team 1, correct? Correct, that is new. Please document this and any other changes in the ship that you discover. Roger. We have also located Team 1 leader's remains propped against the main mast. His beacon is active and he is holding what appears to be the captain's log in his hands. Excellent. Recover the log for study. Have your team continue to search the ship for the remainder of Team 1 and attach the GPS tracker to the ship's hold. Exploration team continues to search SCP-1260, venturing into the vessel's interior. 25 minutes pass since boarding. Fog has begun to appear around the ship. We have located all 9 agents. 4 are found on the top deck, 2 in the cargo hold, and 3 in the various decks. All bodies have now been recovered, and the GPS tracker has been affixed to the cargo hold. Roger. Fog has become visible. Please have your team return to the boarding craft immediately. Exploration team returns to the boarding craft with the remains of the previous team. 30 minutes pass since boarding. Fog has begun to gather around SCP-1260 for the past 10 minutes. Exploration team returns to the SCPS Polyedos without incident. SCP-1260 is fully encased in fog, an additional 5 minutes later. At this time, the GPS tracker ceases to issue a signal. 10 minutes later, the fog dissipates. SCP-1260 has vanished. Addendum 1260-2. Agent Bell's log. The following was recovered written on the back of the captain's log by Agent Gideon Bell, Team Leader, Exploration Team 1. June 20th, 2005. I'm writing this in the event that we aren't able to provide a debriefing in person. We found the damn thing stuffed in a pot in the crew's mess. We remained encased in fog God knows how long before it dissipated. We were then spat out in a different place, though I can't say where. The sea is black as ink. Our lights don't penetrate the surface, so we have no idea what the fuck lurks below. The sky is also pitch black, no stars, no moon. The only light source available aside from our flashlights is a bright glow coming from the top of the main mast. Hammond climbed up there to take a look, but there was nothing there. For the time being, we're going to explore the ship. Maybe we'll find something that'll give us an idea of what to do next. June 21st, 2005. We heard whispers today. They were very soothing at first, but now they seem off. None of us can make out where they are coming from, but what they say to us is crystal clear. They called James by name. They asked him about his family. He attempted to respond, but they never replied. We can see another light in the distance. The voices are coming from that direction. There is a breeze here, so maybe we'll try to sail. June 22nd, 2005. James is dead. The poor bastard started vomiting and began to wither away before our eyes. There was nothing we could do to help him. We didn't know what the fuck was going on. His body rotted away a few hours later, leaving only clothing and bones behind. The whispers have now started calling to Hammond. June 23rd, 2005. Hammond and Gray are now dead. Both had their names called and both withered away. There's not a fucking thing we can do. They just fell apart in front of me. Now the whispers have started laughing. The light in the distance is getting closer. Beyond that, 4 other lights have appeared. I'm hoping we arrive before those things begin to call me. June 24th, 2005. We arrived at the light today. It was another ship, some merchant frigate from the 20th century or something like that. We managed to board it. Skeletons. Just like with the Tiresias, they were all in skeletons. It was then the whispers became cackles and we saw at least another 10 lights begin to burn in the distance. They seemed to come from every goddamn direction now. Even worse, the whispers have started to call my name. The rest of the team is staying away from me. I don't want to die. June 25th, 2005. They asked me about my daughter and my wife. They asked me if I miss them and if I'm strong enough to see them again. I've tried to respond, but they don't reply. I don't know what the fuck they want from me. I screamed at the fucking sky for hours. They never responded. I have personally flipped through the captain's log, but there is absolutely nothing here to indicate the captain or the crew had anything to do with this. The final log puts the crew on a mission to investigate pirate attacks in the East Indian Ocean with good conditions. It's always nice to know what you're looking for had all the answers. I've placed myself against the main mast with the log in my hands. I hope the Foundation learned something. I hope our deaths expanded that scientific horizon. God damn you. God damn all of you. Thank you for listening to SCP-1260, HMS Tiresias by Jacob Conwell. If you enjoyed this SCP, please like and subscribe, and follow the link in the description to the SCP Wiki, and vote up to support it and the SCP Wiki as a whole.